Okay, welcome back,
Welcome fucking back, dog.
Saucy Boys.
Yee.
So we got another episode for you, and Mike this week brought the bevy of the show. So I'm gonna let him go ahead and introduce it.
Bevy of the show this week is going to be. I'm feeling the rums now, bro. So we're doing another rum today. It's the 896 Barbados rum, gold. Let me repeat that. Gold.
I love gold.
I love gold. It's a dated reference. But yeah, it's aged 8 years. So think about it. 2013? That's 8 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh shit. So this is gonna be interesting. I got it referred to by my coworker, the guy who's like a drink aficionado, because I told him about the Kenichi. He went for the Kenichi, and Total Wine told him about this one.
Did he like the other joint though?
He never tried the Kenichi. He got this one, but he went for the 5-year aged, and I was like, well, fuck it. It's the Saucy Boys pod. We're going to 8 years.
We going 8, baby.
8, baby.
8.
So
Ocho, Kobe Bryant.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. It's been a year already.
That's fucking crazy to think about that. 1 year ago was like, and I think it's crazy because like I know people who are like, I don't bug on like celebrities and shit like that when they pass away.
Yeah.
But I know like people like that shit like really fucked them up.
Oh yeah, it rocked them.
Yeah.
I was a little like when I woke up and seen it, I was just like, yo, like what? I thought it was because like sometimes like TMZ be posting shit
And it's not real.
and it's not real,
Yeah.
or like somebody posts some shit and then TMZ get a hold of it and it's like, so that's what I thought it was, and I was like, nah, like y'all gotta be kidding.
Like it
It's a
hasn't been
joke.
confirmed or whatnot.
And then later on, it was like confirmed. So the whole day, I was just like thinking about it. I was like, well,
So with me, I was in the middle of playing NBA 2K, and I like checked my Twitter, and I saw it, and I was just like, get the fuck out of here. I threw my phone, and then like I was like, let me wait a second because I know that's probably fake people fucking around. And I picked it back up, and I saw like CNN tweeted, and I was just like, oh, and that.
But see, it took a while.
Yeah.
It took a while because at first they were just like, oh, a plane or a helicopter that crashed might have been carrying that, and they were saying like it was like Rick Fox and then like some other
They
people
killed
and
like
shit.
5 different people in that because at one point in time they said like all his daughters were on board, but not him. And
I'm
it was just like, what the fuck? It's like, how can you fuck that up so much? But yeah, either way, don't want to delve too deep into it. But yeah, R.I.P. to Kobe 1 year later, Mamba forever, as they say.
Yeah, R.I.P. Kobe, Gianna, everybody that was on the helicopter.
But with that being said, we're gonna get a toast for the late great Kobe Bryant. But let me pop the top. It's got the cork top
Ooh,
on
the
this
cork
one.
top.
It's got the.
Let's hear it.
Ooh. Yo, I'm like the god of ASMR, bro.
Ooh.
Like real shit. Okay.
What do you think the sauce factor is gonna be?
All right, so let me see. 80 proof.
Oof.
40% alcohol.
What was the Centauri? I don't remember.
Shit.
I think it was less.
Was it? I thought it was more.
I don't know.
We can check it after. We'll fact
Yeah.
check. We'll post it with it and everything. So let's go ahead and get this going.
We're gonna get a little sip in the glass first. I gotta get better at like this nosing thing. It's quite a bit there, Mike. Oh, then. I'm gonna do a little tiny.
Okay, right now.
Oh shit!
For our audio listeners, we're smelling it.
See, I'm not a rum guy.
I'm not either.
I drink like all kinds of shit, but for some reason like rum like that would never be my go-to.
Rum.
This shit is spicy.
It smells potent.
Spicy.
It smells spicy, but it's not like Captain Morgan spice, like cheap
Nah,
spice. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, Captain Morgan's the worst. I'm sorry.
Ugh. I think the last
That shit
time
reminds me of like
Spring
college.
break. Yeah, that reminds me of like South Padre Island and shit.
Like
that.
07.
Ugh.
Damn, I'm dating myself. All right, let's take a sip of this.
Let's go.
Cheers. It's smooth.
Yeah.
Very smooth.
And that's what I'm discovering. A lot of these rums are very smooth. And the crazy thing is, this is a higher end rum, but not for the higher end price. The Kenichi was 40. This one was only 21.
So if you want some bang for your buck,
Yeah.
I say grab the 896. I got to see if they got like an Instagram page.
Yeah.
It's not
Definitely
bad.
try it.
I like it. I like it.
I already know it's gonna taste good when I pair it with the pineapple. So
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a little bit of this ice right here. We're gonna move to the black plastic cups, the official cup of the Saucy Boys podcast.
yes, sir.
The black solo joints.
Gotta get your shit. Gotta get your black solos.
Get a little bit of ice in there. There you go, sir.
Okay.
Pour the rest of that joint in. Nice. Yeah, it's a good amount.
For the audio listeners, basically, we're just prepping our drinks for the podcast. Maybe you can catch some of this ASMR. Right now, Chaku has just administered the pineapple to the rum.
I hand you that pineapple.
And now I'm going in for it also.
Get that ice in there. Oh, baby.
It's so dark.
Yeah, I dig it.
Very tropical.
So Bevy of the episode, 896 rum from Barbados, imported, baby.
Import. So that's all we doing, man. You know what I'm saying? We doing imported liquors, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like it's some big shit. Like we balling.
You remember when people was getting their hands on Hennessy White and trying to flex on that shit? Like, oh man, you know, Hennessy White, bro. Couldn't even get it here in America.
Yeah. I don't even like Henny like that. I can't front. Black community, y'all probably gonna hate me, but I don't fuck with Henny.
I was gonna say that. I might take an L for that. I might get shit on for that. Yo, Henny gives me a headache, yo. I ain't even lying.
It don't give me a headache. It just remind me of like bad times. Every time somebody around me's been fucked up on Henny, or like I've drank Henny, like some stupid shit has happened. So like
Hennessy and enemies.
Anything can happen, as they say.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Man, today has been like an off day for me. And we're gonna move into why it's gonna. So like when you get up in the morning, when I get up in the morning, like I usually go to the gym. Mm-hmm. So depending on like what my day is looking like, I will either if I have to go far, like I'll pack like my gym bag and like everything.
Yeah.
And so today was one of those days. So I pack my bag and like I get up and I feel fine. Like I'm not like lagging and no shit like that. Like I get up. Like, you know, sometimes it takes me a little bit to get out of bed. But today I just hopped up and was like, all right, cool. Did all my shit, packed my gym bag, get to the gym, hit my workout, was kind of struggling through the workout, and got done, went to the locker room, showered up, started taking all my shit out the bag. Tell me why.
Why?
I forgot fucking socks and drawers.
I've done it before.
I did not pack socks or drawers. So I had to put my shoes on with no socks on, which I fucking hate.
You didn't just put the sweaty socks back on?
Fuck no. That feels really gross to me.
Is gross as barefoot in a shoe?
I would rather barefoot the shoe. I'd rather take the hit on it.
After a shower, so is barefoot wet in a shoe?
Nah, I dried them hoes off. So did that, and I had to free ball it. I had to go commando. I commend anybody that can just walk around with their balls out, because that shit, I was the most uncomfortable. And I only had to do that for like 30, 40 minutes, but I was the most uncomfortable I've ever been.
Was it so bad you had to like run to the store and cop a fresh pack of boxers?
Everything you see me wearing right now, like I had to change my whole shit.
Wow.
Like I just went to Target and I was like, you know, let me just grab some shit. I was so uncomfortable. Like just my thighs was touching. This shit was just not a good feeling. So to anybody out there that just like goes commando, I'm sure it's easier for chicks, but for dudes that are out there like commando, like y'all are fucking psychopaths, because
crazy.
I can't do that shit. Like I gotta have some kind of support down there.
Can you imagine just throwing on a pair of jeans with no underwear? Like, doesn't like that zipper like rub against your shit or something like that? Like,
but even, like, so I was wearing joggers, but they were like the tighter joints.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this just doesn't feel right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I went and I caught me some boxers, got me some socks, bought some sweats, and I just like yo, that was the worst. I called my sister and I was like, yo, Well, you know what I did today? What my dumb ass did today? Just forgot and she was just laughing her ass off the whole time.
I can relate. I've done it before. I know one time I just wore the compression shorts as boxers because I knew all I had to do was just drive home. I didn't have to like go to work or nothing like that. But I forgot the socks before, so I had to I re-upped the socks again. Yeah, it does feel nasty, but I was just like, fuck, I gotta
do what you gotta do.
I gotta put something on this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But like my shit was like my gym clothes, because I did back and I did legs today. And so anytime I do legs and like I run like more than a mile and a half, like
a lot more sweat.
I'm drenched. Like I'm covered in sweat. So there wasn't no putting none of that shit back on, especially like right after I got out of the shower. I was like, fuck this. I did that one time too. I brought everything, but I forgot a shirt. Yeah. So I had to put the shirt that I was wearing back on, and I had to go buy another shirt. And I'm just like, God dang. It just felt so gross.
When it comes to that, like with the sweat, I can never redo a wife beater. Putting like a wet wife beater on me is fucking disgusting. And like even when I'm taking it off, I'm like,
it's just like,
like, you know what I'm saying, getting it off and shit. But yeah,
like
I couldn't imagine.
Just,
yeah, I couldn't imagine like wringing that shit out and putting it on. But that brings to mind like a story of I think I told you this before, but my first year out of high school, I was going to community college and I was taking like the athletic program they had at SAC, and my gym partner, he over the like we work out on that Friday and then we come back on Monday. And like when we meet up in the classroom, I smell this fucking nasty odor. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that? And he's like, my bad, man. I left my sweaty shit in my locker and I didn't bring anything new. So like I'm literally wearing the shit that I wore on Friday and I sweat through. And
that shit was just sitting there all weekend.
Yeah, just baking in his locker all fucking weekend. And it's like I felt so bad for him because like it was a rotation day. So we were like rotating around the fucking place, and the group of girls ahead of us just kept looking back, just like, oh, just like looking at him, and I'm just like, oh, fuck.
Mans was just trailing.
Yeah, he just had to hold the L. He had to hold the L that day, man. Professor came over and he was just like, he basically hit us with like, is there a hygiene issue or blah? Do y'all have places to wash up and shit? And he was just like, nigga, it wasn't me. Like, fuck. He's like, it was him. He just left his shit in the locker.
Damn, that's gross. Yeah. So, and it's crazy because like some dudes like at the gym like regular, like I'll be at goals, man. I'm like, bruh, like did you even try?
What's the cleanliness factor over there? Are people wiping shit down or what?
Oh yeah, I catch some people not doing it, and so I'll sometimes when I'm going over to the machine, I have like the wipes, or I'll like spray the little joint and I just look at them and wipe it.
Asshole,
like you're welcome.
Bitch. I haven't been to a big gym since my military ID expired, so all I've had is like the small confined of the Anytime Fitness or whatnot. And most of the time people are pretty, because it's so small you can't really get away with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like the one that I go to, like they're pretty good about it. Like I see people like wiping their shit down.
Do you go to one in Converse?
Nah. Nah. I'm over here off of like Bandera. But like I seen so many people with like the full headgear, like plastic mask with like the gardening gloves, and that shit is funny. I'm like, damn, this nigga came in a whole hazmat suit.
Hazmat suit to get the pump in, bro.
So, but I mean, hey, being safe.
Stay safe.
It's funny because I seen something where it said like barbells at the gym carry like so much more bacteria than. I'm like, well, what about now? Because people are like wiping them down regular. Is it still the same?
I don't know. It's the same thing. Like
they said it was more bacteria than the toilet.
Yeah, it could be.
Which, yeah, I mean, if you ain't wiping that shit down, I can see that.
Here's my thing. The shit was dirty before COVID. Like, but people were just on high intensity. Like, dude gave me like a lecture about how filthy money was during COVID because he was paranoid about it now. And I was like, I had to like break it down and be like, my guy, this shit was nasty before COVID. Like, money is like the most dirtiest fucking thing you can have.
And I'm bad about that sometimes.
You know what I'm saying?
Because like when my hands are full and I got like money in my hand, I've actually put like dollar bills in my mouth.
Oh, don't do that shit.
And I was like, nigga, what are you doing? What?
You don't know what hooker in what hotel room and what decade snorted something through that
for real
that bill or you have no clue, man. So, that shit it's currency gets around, bro.
So for that stack of ones that I held between my lips, I'm glad that nothing crazy has happened to me.
It's it's crazy. I think it's interesting how people get paranoid about shit that was filthy before.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
just because of COVID, it's
yeah.
like you should have been on high alert prior to COVID. COVID shouldn't have been the reason.
But I mean, you think about that too. It's like door handles and like all that stuff. Like people weren't, but like me, like I was just like, damn, I wonder how many people touched that.
Like yo,
or like gas pumps and like shit like that.
Just because you're wearing that fucking mask, it's not gonna prevent you from pumping gas. Like, are you fucking sanitizing immediately after you pump gas? Do you take the wipes with you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and what I've seen too at a lot of gas stations is like they don't have, like the one that I go to, they have the wipes next to the thing, so you can grab some and you can wipe down the pump. But like a lot of, I'm like, I ain't disinfecting these.
I've seen the ones, the one by me, it actually has the like fucking the pump stations for the fucking disinfectant or whatever it's called, antibacterial. I'm blanking right now, my bad. But they're always fucking empty.
Yeah.
So it's like I remember pumping one time and then going to get like the fucking shit, and I was just like, yo, what the fuck? It's like, and now I felt even worse because like I touched something that millions of other people touched, but didn't get the fucking sanitizer.
Yeah. Yo, so like they got those like since the whole world's out of Lysol now.
Yeah.
They got the microban like or whatever, like the spray sanitizer.
We use that at my job.
So I got one of those and like I take that shit with me now and I just like spray it inside my car and like do all that shit. Extra layer of protection.
Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah.
But going back to like dudes smelling in the gym, what do you think is worse? Dudes just being like straight up funky in the gym, or the dudes that like douse themselves in Axe in like cologne before they work out?
People still use Axe?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, they still selling it somehow.
That's crazy.
But because I've seen like dudes before, like they'll be in the locker room and they'll like, and then they'll go out there and like I get on a bench after them. I'm like, fuck, man.
First and foremost, spray deodorant is for psychopaths. Next, I don't know. I think the funk is worse. But as I say that, I've been around people who smell so fucking. They smell so much with the cologne or the spray that it gives me a headache.
See, it doesn't do that to me, but I'm just like, hey, bro, you kind of laid that on there a little too much. But then that, too, it's like you're in the gym and you're sweating. So on top of that, you got the sweat. So if you don't, like, wear deodorant or whatever, like, you got the funk and the cologne mixing. Because, like, I've seen dudes use, like, cologne. Like, they'll be in there wearing, like, Givenchy or something. Like, I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
I know a long time ago, I was at a gym, and I was just running on the treadmill. And homeboy got on the treadmill like there were two in between us, and I could fucking smell him. And it was so bad I had to just stop, and I just went to the other side of the gym.
I'm gonna say this: I have when I was going to New Mexico State. I'm saying this just because like I don't know. Maybe somebody will educate me on this, but I don't know how like their culture is, and I don't want to offend nobody.
I think I know what you're leaning into, but I didn't go into culture or whatnot because I did not want to offend. So I'm pretty sure I know what you're getting at, though.
So there was a friend of mine. His name was Kumar. He was an Indian dude. And he would have like cologne and like deodorant or stuff. I don't know exactly, but I don't know if he like showered regular or not, but there was just like this smell. But he would like cover himself with cologne, and it's just I don't know how they're. One of my friends was telling me like it's just like part of their culture, like to not, I guess, bathe regular. I could be wrong.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
I would
maybe
assume so, but I don't want to offend
him. So I don't know. I'm uneducated, I guess, but
very uneducated. We both are. We're not trying to offend. If anyone can educate us about that, please let us know.
Please let us know.
That would be very
because it's
very
not. It wasn't just him. It was like other like Indian dudes that I knew or that I met. That it just like it was. I guess they cleanse themselves in a different way. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, but we won't dig too deep in that.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is like for dudes that are like going to the gym and like fucking being douchey and spraying Axe or like spraying cologne and shit, stop doing that.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. Either be funky or like wash your ass before you go to the gym. Do you shower before you go to the gym?
Nah.
I know people that shower before they go.
That's like super OCD. You got to be that fresh.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Those are probably the people that go commando. Cause man, so that's why I was having such an off day.
Oh.
And I mean, since then, like, I've been out of it. And on top of that, I've been doing this thing where it's like it tracks my sleep.
Yeah.
And like how much. So this way I know. It says I average 4 hours and 25 something minutes in bed weekly. Like, that's my average time in bed, and my goal time is 6 hours.
I mean, shit, dog. Stop going out every night.
I do, but most of the time is work. It's like if I'm here, like working on stuff, like doing edits.
Yeah.
So I mean, what do you want me to do? Give up on my dreams?
No, I'm not saying that. But
nah, man. But yeah, I've been doing that. I want to get like the little thing. There's an app, right, that they have where it tracks. Like, if you wake up and you start talking in your sleep or, like, whatever, it tracks it and records it.
There's definitely the app out there for that shit. I actually think I heard, like, a commercial about it.
Because I want to know. Because I heard I talk in my sleep sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I talk shit. So, my ex is probably like, oh, who you calling? Nah.
I know I do. So, it's no big deal.
Like, what the fuck do I be saying? Is it like Step Brothers? Or I'm just, like, up, walking around, like, saying random shit? Or I don't know. Oh, man. So, how's your week been going so far? I mean, we're only 2 days in, but...
Yeah, pretty mediocre. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll enjoy that middle of the weekdays off. It's weird. I like a middle of the day week off middle of the weekday off because it's like if you got shit to do, nobody else is out because everybody else is fucking working.
That is true.
And that's cool. But on the flip side of that coin, I do enjoy my weekend. I had Saturday off last week, and I was realizing, like, man, I forgot how it feels to just not work on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? But tomorrow I got shit to do. I'm going to go get a haircut.
I need to do that. Hey,
if
y'all haven't seen me, if I ain't been watching the episodes recently, I'm looking busted.
That's why I got the hat on. I wasn't even going to take a chance. I can't have people looking at my shit.
I've been nappy. I went to go visit a friend last night, and some chick walked up to me. She's like, you get your hair braided? And she was, like, on me, like, tough. And she's like, I ain't trying to holler at you, but I'm just trying to let you know I braid hair. And I was like, all right, cool.
Appreciate it.
Why are you so aggressive right now? Like, just give me your card and, like, we can talk about it. But she's like, nah, like, you ever got your hair braided? And she's just on me. I'm like, not since, like, high school. I was like, I really don't have time. I mean, I only sleep 4 hours a night. You know what I'm saying?
4 hours a night is probably how long it's going to take to get that shit braided.
Yeah. So, but she was like, yeah, I'm fucking sick with it. She, like, showed me her Instagram, and she was hyped. She was a little drunk, but, you know.
I had someone come up to me at work, and they're like, hey, if you ever around Houston, my sister can retwist your shit. And I was just like, oh, you think I professionally got this twisted? Like, nah, I just used a sponge. I appreciate it, though. Like, that's nice. It's like, thank you so much.
I still haven't got any suggestions on what I should do with my hair. Nobody's been, like, hit me up. They will, like, give me tips on other shit, but not that. And then I had people mad at me because my mattress was shitty. They're like, you need to get a better mattress. I'm like, well, shit, I ain't going to sleep in it anyways. I'm fucking busy. But, yeah, man. That shit had me. She was, like, close. And you given, like, the whole COVID shit.
Yeah.
You figure, like, people would, like.
Did you have her mask on at least?
She pulled that shit down.
Oh,
She was talking to me. I had my shit up, though.
Shit.
I was like this. I was looking like one of them.
Like, hey, your craft is not. It's not important enough for me to get COVID. So back the fuck up.
But
what you should have said.
She might have been on some other shit. I don't know. But that's a weird time to, like, be a hustler.
Everybody got to hustle somehow.
But she just looked. She's like, ooh, and fucking pointed at me. And I was like, oh,
browsing
shit.
the whole bar looking for someone with the long.
I was like, here it go.
Flowing hair.
Here it go. Somebody always got to touch my hair or say some shit about my hair. And we had this conversation, but
yeah, I don't fuck with
I'm
that.
starting to lean towards more now, like, hey, just don't touch my hair.
I'm saying.
Just don't touch it.
You open the floodgates by being all fucking nice and shit.
Man, because I hate, because people already look at me and think I'm a dick anyways. I've had people say that, man, every time, like, first time I met you, you look like an asshole. Like, you quiet.
I get that a lot. I don't get that. How does being quiet equate to you being an asshole? That pisses me off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, because I don't have to walk into a room and be the fucking life of the party. I can mind my own business, observe you dickheads run your mouths and expose yourselves, and then start talking. But the fact that like if I'm new in a room and I don't know nobody and I just want to play it cool because I don't want you to fucking get to know me that well, like that shouldn't make me an asshole socially. I think that's annoying. That's an annoying thing. It really is. As somebody who's always been pigeonholed, oh, the first time I met you, you look so mad because you were so quiet. Like, fuck you.
Like, actually, I wasn't mad.
Yeah, I'm mad that you're talking to me now. Fuck you.
I'm pretty, it's weird because, like, I'm a DJ, so, like, I gotta be, like, yeah, but, like, I'm fucking shy.
Yeah.
So I don't really, like, it, like I said, it's hard for me to have conversations with people sometimes, especially, like, after I get done doing gigs, people are like, oh, my God, like, and they're, like, I'm like, oh, I'm trying to chill
pack
right
up.
now. Yeah, like,
I'm hungry.
I'm a little anxious right now, hungry, but, yeah, thank you. But yeah, like I'll go places and I'll just try to be like low key, and like I'll chop it up with like the people that I know and shit. And then like when somebody introduces me to somebody, they just kind of like they feel like I'm standoffish, and I'm not. I just like, for one, I don't really know you, like, and I'm saying hi, but I'm just like, I don't know. It's just one of those weird things. It takes me a while to warm up, and then this is probably the most people have probably seen me talk or like do anything.
Yeah, you get my real personality on here. I could be funny. I can be all that shit. You just got to give me like, I don't know, a day.
And some rum.
Yeah. It's not going to happen when I first see you. Like, I don't fucking know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I get that shit a lot. It's like, oh, like, you look like a dick. I'm just like,
okay.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
But I'm not. I'm a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Man, so... Yo, what you got coming up? Like, what are you looking forward to? Because there's a couple of things that I seen that are coming out and film wise, and I'm looking forward to.
I mean,
I'm just trying to see what you've seen.
Yo, so I mean, the big thing is the Kong vs. Godzilla, dog. Like that, the trailer dropping was hot. It was fucking fire, baby.
It was dope. But this is my one thing. I remember King Kong being a little bit smaller.
Yeah, there's a bunch of articles out there about why he's bigger now.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, damn.
Yeah. So Kong Skull Island takes place in the 70s, and they mention it in passing that he's still a baby. So basically, he grew up because this takes place in now.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? That's the simplest reason for it.
So that was Baby Kong.
Yeah. He was just a little nigga.
Little Diddy Kong.
Little nigga fucking shit up.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause now he big.
He real. He about that. He about that action. I saw
punching Godzilla in the face.
Yeah, when that trailer dropped, like Kevin Durant tweeted out, he's like, I just can't see Godzilla losing this matchup. Like he's washing Kong in like the trailer, and like someone was like, what trailer did you watch? This nigga Kong folded him. Like he folded him like when he got on the boat and he like snuffed his ass.
Yeah.
And it's like somebody was like folded his ass. Like, and they kept like pulling up shit like, yo, here's another video of Godzilla getting worked. And it was they brought up this 1993 commercial with Charles Barkley for Nike. And he's like boxing out Godzilla and dunking on him and shit. He's like, yo, Godzilla gonna get worked, dog. I was like, damn.
Godzilla don't want no smoke.
Yeah, this nigga don't want the smoke.
Remember that episode of Chappelle Show when he fights Godzilla?
He fucking uppercutted the shit out of him.
His neck was all loose.
It's crazy. But aside from that, I know you're not gonna be looking forward to this, but I'm hyped for Mortal Kombat also whenever that drops.
Man, fuck Mortal Kombat. You know what? You know what, people? I'm gonna give it a chance.
Give it a chance, bro.
But I think it's just the nostalgia thing for me. Like,
you gotta let it go.
But the old movies are shitty. I've watched them recently.
They're very shitty.
You know what my favorite thing about Mortal Kombat is, though? In the first one, where Sub-Zero comes down the stairs, and he's just like, da, 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 da. But he
does the quick step down at the bottom. He's like,
so sometimes, like, when I'm at the crib and I'm, like, in a hurry to go somewhere,
I know what you do.
I do the quick step down the stairs. I'm like, da, 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 da.
Oh, this guy.
I'm glad nobody can ever see that. Somebody's probably caught me doing that.
I'm going to start watching you when you come downstairs now.
It has to be a lot of stairs, though.
Just to see if you do that shit.
Because that's the only time I do it, when it's a lot of stairs. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, perfect timing. Da, 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 da. Be hitting them stairs quick. My calf muscles is on point.
You dumb. I always liked the fight with Reptile in the first movie.
Yes.
I thought that was dope. I like how it
CGI
comes
was
out.
horrible,
Oh yes, God, it was fucking awful.
It was cool as shit back then.
I think I realized that those movies were bad. Well, I knew the second one was bad when I was a kid, but I remember when I realized the first one was bad. It was probably like 10 years ago, and it first appeared on Netflix, and I watched it, and I was just like, oh, I shouldn't have watched this.
The second one was yeah, I didn't like the second one.
Annihilation. They replaced like half the cast. It had like half the budget. It looked shitty when it came out.
Yeah, I don't like the second one.
But you just accepted it because you were.
They had
like,
Reptile
whatever.
in the first one, though, right?
He was in the second one too, but it was like, it was trash. Though.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna give it a chance.
Got to give it a chance.
I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm just mad that the casting, because they you know what? I guess it's good because they cast a bunch of new faces.
Got to go with no names.
Well, new faces to me. So maybe if it hits, it'll continue, and then they can make more.
Yeah.
And it'll be dope. But man, I was thinking, you know, like Michael B. Jordan is Jax, you know.
Yo,
but
Michael B. Jordan got a whole career ahead of him. You can't get every fucking role out there. You know what I'm saying? Let that guy.
you
Let
gotta
that
be
guy
like the next fucking nah.
Can't be Bozeman, if that's what you're saying.
Yeah, nah. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
But yeah, you know, I'll give it a shot. You know, I was looking at the pictures and I was like, all right, it don't look too bad.
That's what I thought.
But fuck,
Don't look too bad.
but fuck Jax.
You saw the Jax pic, you're like, fuck, that looks dope.
Fuck that guy.
Looks fucking dope.
Those pictures are cool, but fuck the rest of those.
Yeah,
They got.
it's because that HBO Max released that full like trailer of all the shit that's gonna be coming to theaters and on HBO Max.
And it was just all like quick clips.
Yeah, and if you see the clip, it shows Sub-Zero like forming like an ice sword or some shit, and I'm just like, ooh wee.
I'm hoping they don't overdo it with like cheesy CGI, how they did like the Wonder Woman and the cheetah fight.
Yeah.
That shit was corny.
Here's the thing though, from that little snippet, that didn't look like CGI to me. It looked like really good.
Yeah.
It looked like
But I'm talking about like when they get to the fight scenes.
Yeah.
Is it going to be like super? Because
So-
you know when they uppercut dudes.
Everything I read says it's going to be grounded reality, but very violent.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So even like the picture I saw of Kano, he don't have like his whole face isn't like the robot face.
Mhm.
It's just he has a fucked up eye and he has scars around it. And I was just like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
I rock with that. When does it come out? Do you know?
I think it may. Don't quote me. Do not quote me. I'm pretty sure it might be May though. So we'll see.
Well, that's something to look forward to. Coming this weekend, there's a movie coming out that I want to see, and
Which
it
one?
has Denzel in it.
Oh, that's gonna be on HBO Max also.
The more I watch the trailer, I'm like, I really want to see this movie.
Now I'm normally not this guy. I normally don't go off of reviews, but I read one review today that gave it a 5 out of 10, and I was highly disappointed. But if it's gonna be on Max, like it said it was, I'll probably watch it on my own and just say fuck it.
So I'll probably watch that on Max, and then I'll watch the Kong joint at the theater.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to. I hope that's the movie that brings us back.
You know we could rent a theater, right?
I know.
You want to do that? We should rent a theater.
Who we can fill it up with?
Just
We got enough people to. I mean, you probably do.
we get about like 5-6 people.
Tell them motherfuckers to show up.
How many?
No,
people
man,
you-
we need more than that because I'm not trying to have the burden of the tip on me.
I get my brothers.
Yeah,
I think my parents would go. If we rent it out, because it's just all people we know. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't got to be worried about. I mean, they would go to the movies anyways, because it's
Yeah.
not like packed out and they got the seats spread out. But if it's just our theater, shit.
Look, all I need is my aisle seat, and I'm good. I'm goody.
We'll figure that out. But yeah, I do want to see that movie this weekend. I'm not gonna be able to because I got gigs all weekend.
Mm.
But that's what I'm looking forward to. Those are the things I'm looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to it also, my guy. I'm also looking forward to this music corner where we can discuss some Jigga Man.
I was surprised that you wanted to talk about this one.
So here's the thing. I want Music Corner to be an open podium for us to discuss this shit. With that being said, that's why I took the bullet this time and was like, I'm going to do something that I didn't even like. I'm not even a fan of this project, but I still want to revisit it. And so that's why this week we're revisiting the 2006 Jay-Z album, Kingdom Come. which, I mean, critically didn't really get the praise it deserved. I mean, if we could take people back for a minute, Jay-Z's coming off of like a 3-year hiatus. He retired right after the Black album, becomes the president of Def Jam. You can say whatever you want about him being president of Def Jam. All I know is if he wasn't president of Def Jam, you wouldn't be listening to Rick Ross or Young Jeezy to this day.
Yeah.
I mean, he signed off on a lot of shit, but then he decides to drop this album, and I mean, it had the anticipation and everything, but to me, in 2006, it did not live up to the hype. Now, today, it's better than I remember, but with that being said, like, do you want to do a ride or skip to this album?
Okay, pull it up.
I'll pull it up. Give me a sec. To the audio listeners, I'm pulling out my phone to get onto the Spotify playlist so we can play a little game called Ride or Skip. So the way Ride or Skip works is we just go through the songs and we say if we're riding to it or if we're going to hit the skip button on it.
We can't play them, though.
We can't play them because of copyright. And you know the Jigga Man, he going to come for the funds.
He going to be like,
so
hey, I need that.
Let me go and turn my phone all the way down so even if I do accidentally touch something, we won't get in trouble. So first we got the prelude, which was pretty dope how it started.
What the fuck you gonna do?
Yeah.
Except hustle.
And then it goes into typical Jay-Z raps, you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing about this. I feel like that's the reason why I didn't like this album is it's typical Jigga raps, but very mediocre.
And see, I was thinking that, so the song after that, which is the...
Oh, my God.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Good. So he has this one line, and I forgot exactly what it was, but he mentions My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
And then he ends up like saying a title of one of their songs in it. And I thought that was dope, but it was very basic. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, the reason I thought it was cool is because for one, it's Jay-Z. And then two, it's like, does he listen to My Chemical Romance?
But he's always been like that. So, case in point, you remember when MTV had the show True Life?
Mm-hmm.
I remember they did True Life Jay-Z.
We talked about this.
And he gets in the limo, and that fucking song that comes on, it's like, this is the story of a girl who cried a river. And Jay-Z starts singing it, and he's like, y'all don't know, man. I fucking love that shit. So that's how I knew, like, Jay-Z had, like, an open mind for music and shit. Yeah. But, yeah, that went over my head. I didn't even know that. I'm not a big My Chemical Romance fan outside of, like, the shit, like, the commercial shit or whatnot.
Yeah,
so,
I think you mentioned Black Parade.
Oh, okay. So, damn. I probably just got to listen harder on that. Also, I got to say, when I first played this, I forgot I had my shit on shuffle. So I didn't hear it in order. There, yeah. And then, like, I was wondering, like, why it was, like, showing songs out of order. And then I fucking went back and played it. But you get the Oh My God, a song that I always forget is on this album. Because I remember I heard it for a trailer of a movie, like, some years ago. And I was like, yo, that's Jay-Z. That's got to be on American Gangster. And it wasn't. And then I looked back and I was like, oh, shit, that's on Kingdom Come.
What song?
The Oh My God song.
Okay.
God love. Okay. And then
just Blaze, bro.
Yeah. Blaze was most of the production, wasn't he?
I think so.
Let me see.
Just Blaze.
Song credits. Yeah, Just Blaze. So we're going into Kingdom Come, which to me is my favorite song on the album.
Because the Rick James sample.
The Rick James sample is fire.
That shit hit. Yo, I was playing. So when you told me that, I was listening today in the gym, and that shit came on, got me hyped. But yeah, that's one of my favorite joints. All right, so are we still riding?
I'm riding. I'm riding through the first 3 songs right now.
Okay.
Show me what you got.
Ride.
I'll ride. Here's what I'll say.
Until.
In 2006, I rode to it because that was the single. That was the first single. Now it's because I've heard the song so fucking much, I could skip it, but I'll still give it the ride right now. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And then we got Lost One, which is that it's a standard Jigga Man song around that time.
Dre produced that one, I think.
Really?
If I'm wrong, kill me.
We won't kill you.
Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Told you.
I did not know that. Wow.
It's the drums, baby.
I didn't even know that.
I know my shit. I could just hear it.
That's nice. So we got the Lost One. Next up is Do You Want to Ride with John Legend.
I know.
I'll ride with this one simply for the John Legend hook.
Shit.
Other than that, the bars are very forgettable.
Yeah.
Very forgettable.
But John Legend on that shit.
Is that a Kanye production?
I think it is.
Let me see. Let me pull it up.
I could be wrong.
Let's see. Whoa, Kanyeezy. All right, so 30-something. This song hits different now that I'm in my 30s. You know what I'm saying?
Dre produced that one too.
Really? Let's
Drums.
see. Let's go. Let's see. Dr. Dre. Yeah, you know what it is. Because that does sound like some 50 Cent shit from around that time.
That's my shit.
So, yeah, we got that. 30 new 20, nigga, I ain't done. I made it. I don't remember the song. Mama, I made it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So
okay, I wanna say I know who produced that, but just tell me because I don't wanna.
DJ Khalil.
Okay, Khalil, he was doing shit. Fuck, what he did a bunch of shit. Like around that time when that shit came out, he was doing a bunch of shit. I gotta go back and look.
So that's what we got right there. Mama made it. And here's the thing with this album. It's a tale of two halves. Because as soon as we get to this song, I'm Skippy Longstocking. I'm Scotty skipping. You know what I'm saying? I'm just skip to my Lou.
Shit.
Skip Bayless. Skip. I'm getting them off. Anything. Jay-Z, Usher, and Pharrell. I love Pharrell.
Want, girl.
I do, but this song is so fucking trash.
I just like the beat.
I don't even fuck with the beat, man.
Bounce, bounce.
Neptune's produced. And I'd expect so much more, especially because Neptune's they're definitely in their wheelhouse at this time.
I'm gonna tell you, if you listen to that instrumental by itself, you'll fucking love it.
I can't fuck.
Remember back in the day on Dat Piff when they would have the instrumental packs? And the dude arms, and he would have the shit, and one of those was in one of them packs, and it was that beat, and I would just have that shit on replay.
You're a better man than me.
That's my shit.
I can't fuck with it.
What about the cut with Beyonce on it?
That's the next song, and that is another skip for me.
Damn.
It's not good.
I like the production. Who produced that one?
Science.
I don't know.
I've never heard of him. Okay, so that's Hollywood with Beyonce. Hollywood. Now we're on the Trouble, Jay-Z. I think this is a Dre production.
Nah, it's Ninth Wonder.
Yes, sir. Dr. Dre.
Oh fuck yeah, the drums.
Dr. Dre and Mark Botson.
Okay.
This is the one that was obvious to me. I knew it was Dre. I don't remember the way it goes. I do remember it was memorable for me.
It was kind of.
Yeah.
It was a weird. I mean, I fuck with it, but it's not like my go-to joint.
It isn't.
Like I could probably listen to it halfway and be like, all right, on to the next joint.
Next one is the Dig a Hole.
I don't think I like that one.
The beat's okay. Oh man, I did not think that was a Swiss Beats beat. That is Swiss Beats. I did not know that. It doesn't sound like it. But I'm pretty sure that this is his diss track to Cameron at the time. And like it wasn't that good. Like he's not really talking about much. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Comparing this to his verse on the Hustler remix, which is also a diss at Cameron. That's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like so much better, but like, I guess. And then you get Minority Report, which it's very fitting for the time. Album came out in 2006. The song is about Hurricane Katrina and how George Bush did not give a fuck about Hurricane Katrina and shit like that. Wow, another Dr. Dre production.
I think he produced most of the album.
Yeah, he did.
That's a good like 4 or 5 songs.
Dre. And I liked this song when it came out. The only thing I'll change about it now is I don't like Neo. So if anybody else besides Neo could have sung the hook on it, I probably would have loved it a lot better. I won't skip it. I'll still ride to it. And then Beach Share, I'm skipping the fuck out of that.
I have my times where I like that song. Is that the joint that Kanye was talking about?
Yes, and that's what I realized. I was like, I told Jay I did a song with Coldplay. Next thing I know, he got a song with Coldplay. It's this. And I was like, that's the song you was jealous about?
Back in my mind, I'm like, because Homecoming is the shit.
Yeah, Homecoming's good. And then I heard this, and I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been, Kanye, I wouldn't have been mad.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been mad about this. You did a lot better.
Yeah, you did. that.
Let's see. Rick Simpson and Chris Martin from Coldplay produced that one. So,
all right, so who produced Homecoming?
Let's find out. Give me a sec. 1 second. A little filler time for me, please.
I think I want to say Toomp. No, that was Big Brother. So
1 second. Almost got it pulled up, guys. Almost got it pulled up, audio listeners. Song credits. Kanye and Warren Campbell. That's who produced that bad boy. So if we're going back to it, back to Kingdom Come.
Do you hate it as much as you did when it first came out?
Let me get there. Let me get to my final deliberations, all right, bro? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 song album. 59 minutes, just shy of an hour of listening. And I said, ride.
Second half skip.
Ride and skip. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm skipping 6 of these songs.
Yeah.
That's a 50%, bro. Just about.
I'll give you that. I think my whole thing with liking the album was just like the first half of it, because like the energy, and then you get to the second half of the album and it's just like it sounded real like the Hollywood joint, and then the one with Usher, like anything, like it just sounded real poppy. And so at the time I was on some other shit. I was listening to a little bit harder music. I really wasn't into like the poppy type shit. So yeah, I'll give you that. But what I'm gonna say is, when we first talked about this, you said I fucking hate that album.
I do.
And you ain't giving no. And I was like, well, Kingdom Come? I was like, not even that song?
I mean, yeah.
With the Rick James sample? He's like, nah, none of it. I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with it.
This album, like, it disappointed me in a way. Like, if I could put you on my mindset, I think I was on probation at the time this shit came out. So I'm listening to Rick Ross. I've got the fucking Port of Miami album. I've got Young Jeezy, Thug Motivation Volume 2 playing. I've got T.I., what's it called? King, on heavy rotation at this time. And I mean, shit, coming off the guest verse on Get Throwed with Jay-Z at the end, I'm just, you're built with this anticipation of like, ooh, he spit that on that? And then it's like you get the remix songs that he's jumping on, and you're just like, damn, Jay still got it. So I'm built with this anticipation and shit, and just that first half of the album got me, and then that second half, I was like, yo, what the fuck? I wasn't used to that, because it's like I'm coming off of Black Album where it's like no skips all the way through. Blueprint, probably there's like maybe 2 skips in it, but then you get the bonus tracks at the end to make up for it.
Blueprint 3?
We can do Blueprint 3 on the next one.
I'm gonna tell you this. I wasn't really a fan of Blueprint 3.
I don't think I was either.
There was a good I don't know. I could be wrong. I'll go back and listen to it. But I think the only songs I really liked were Death Autotune, Hate, the one with Kid Cudi, and then
Run This Down.
Which one?
Run This Down.
I liked
it,
but it just, man, fucking, they played that shit out.
They played that out. What was the Swiss Beats song they played out?
Fuck. Look it up real quick.
On to the next one.
On to the next one.
Yeah.
I got tired of that shit. And then too, that's like when we first linked up with X, and X would play that shit in his sets, and I just got tired of that song.
Blueprint 3 easily the weakest out of the Blueprint trilogy.
Oh yeah,
easily.
Yeah,
I can say that. Yeah. I think everyone agrees with that. Everyone agrees with that.
Oh man, well shit, where we at? Yeah, I think we got enough in. You think?
I feel good.
I feel good.
I feel good. Final deliberation, 5 out of 10. Kingdom Come. I don't hate it like I did in 2006, where like I bought the album, listened to it for a week, then took it to CD Exchange. That's how pissed off I was.
I'm gonna take this shit back.
I was like, I'm good on this.
See, that's why I'm glad now that we got like all this shit where we could just like stream it. And
I mean, it's cool and all, but I mean, we talked about it earlier. I miss the booklet,
yeah, the booklet
and all that shit like that. We're showing our age.
I probably still got the Kingdom Come like booklet.
Yeah,
I got all that shit actually. Like I got my CD Bible in the back seat. Yeah, I still got a CD player in my car. So
give somebody a concussion with that shit if you hit them in the head. The CD stack.
I got all kinds of shit in there.
I lost mine. I don't know what I did with it.
Recommendations.
What you
got?
Let me pull up the Spotify again and see what I've been listening to.
See, I don't even have my phone.
My bad. Actually, Spotify got this playlist called Background Beats. And it's like people like Don't Cry, Komaribi. It like if you're doing something like working on some shit, it's really nice to put on.
It's like some instrumental shit.
Yeah, it's just all instrumentals and shit like that, and it's like very jazzy hip hop. Sounds very like mid 90s ish.
I've been Selection Radio.
Mm-hmm.
It was their 10-year.
Okay.
So I listened to that episode. They had a lot of dope shit on there. You know what? I'm gonna give a recommendation, but it's an old school one. If you haven't heard it yet, If It Isn't Love by New Edition.
This guy.
I've been jamming that shit all day. I don't know why. I just found myself going back to it. I was in the car like, if it isn't love. But yeah, with that being said, that's our recommendations. This has been the Saucy Boys podcast.
Yes, sir.
I go by the name of Chaku.
Michael Stokes, bitch.
So if y'all got any recommendations on music, any recommendations on some good old-fashioned spirits we should try,
liqueur,
please don't hesitate to hit us up on Instagram, the IDK podcast at
the Saucy Boys pod.
No, I'm talking about the email because we haven't changed the email yet.
Okay.
So if anything, last resort, hit up idkpodcast2020@gmail.com. But the easiest way to get a hold of us is at the Saucy Boys pod. Or you could hit up Mike at
MD Martin 228 on IG.
And you can hit me up at NUNCHAKU Johnson. So, yeah, send us your recommendations. Keep giving us feedback because we dearly appreciate it. I know I do. Yeah. And a lot of y'all have been hitting me up with, like, dope suggestions. Shout out to everybody that's been watching the show, all the new subscribers on YouTube. So we appreciate y'all.
Awesome.
With that being said, we're out.
Peace.
Peace.